So I have to I'm gonna keep going. This is part two. But yeah, and my whole last video was supposed to be about the ending scene. So here we go. And spoilers. What you call it? So the ending scene was amazing because like there was so much carnage at the end. Like she's super possessed. She's super possessed, like, or she's like super acting out of control, acting out of her own body, acting like to the extreme, right? And he's like done with it, or he's reached his max, he's reached his limit as well. So like, and the answer they only gave him was like either she, you die, you're that's the only answer, you die, you break the spell. And like what you got that, like, and it was scary, it's tense, it's high stakes, and like he's already like hyperventilating, like anxious about the whole thing. She's like really amping it up and really like pushing the boundaries. She has a gun for some reason. Where'd the gun come from? Anyways, like there's a body in the living room. No, they're in the living room. Their bodies in the kitchen or something. That guy. And so yeah, then there's tension and tension. But then like what's funny is like what happened earlier is like the guy, his best friend. Now that we know, now they know, he's like, he runs into this. He's like, dude, I got $1 billion, and he gets shot in the head, which was hilarious. And then like what you call, he's, I think that like lowers the temperature because like he's already I think he's dealing with it. He's like, okay, this has to end. This is gonna end now. And like for a minute, like you think like, okay, he's gonna go do the right thing. Like there's still more hilarities. Like he's like, you know what, baby, we're gonna like solve all this. This is gonna be taken care of. I'm like, I didn't know what he was planning at the time. So he goes into the bathroom. He's like, I gotta wash up. Hilarious. She's pounding on the door. That was hilarious. And then like what you call it? And then it stops being hilarious because you're like, oh, he's gonna do the right thing. He's gonna like terminate this thing. He's gonna like end this whole scary movie experience, this whole horror, this whole curse. And like he's actually planning it. He's gonna blow his brains out. I'm like, oh. And then like I don't know, he freaks out. I'm like, okay, he's gonna take another chance. I'm like, but in my mind I'm also like, he's not gonna do it. He's too much of a coward, too much of a like incapable of like making a decision or like committing to something, committing to things, and like or taking responsibility, or like all these things he is not capable of. I'm like, is he really gonna do it? So he takes these pills, and I'm like, oh, he's really gonna do it. He takes a bunch, and I'm like, oh, he's really gonna do it. Like it totally blows my mind. I'm like, he's not the kind of guy that would do this. And like he's like waiting there, and it's really tense, and it's really like, oh my god, this is the end of the movie. She's gonna like be broken free of this thing. She's gonna have to like live with it or whatever. And it's like really on a somber note, really like maybe you're not gonna see the ending to like commiserate with her or like sympathize with her. So it's gonna be all quiet, and he's gonna die a slow death, a slow quiet death in the bathroom, and that's it. That's the end of the movie. I'm like, okay, I can see that. It's a sad ending to a horror movie, but I can see it, right? And then like he's sitting there, and it feels like a long time. And then like what you got, like he goes to try to puke up the pills, which I thought was hilarious. I was like, yep, he is not gonna do it. He's not serious about this. He can't commit. But then the funniest thing again happens, which is like the possessed Nikki girlfriend like finds the one wish willow. She breaks it. She makes it so like he falls in love with her. And like I'm like, oh, that's a great reversal. That's funny. That's amazing. So like now they're together, and like you're like, for a second you're like, wait, he didn't pick up the pills. And then it's like, oh no, okay. So like what you got, like then you're like, okay, whatever, but he's possessed. So like what happens now? Is he gonna puke it up? Is he gonna like, and then like he goes to her, and then oh my god, it was so funny, it was so cute, it was so hilarious because like he's doing the doughy, like the cutesy face, and like flirting with her, and she's flirting back, and it's like a romantic comedy, a romantic movie. And then it's like, oh, that's hilarious, now it's a romantic movie about these two possessed people. I'm like, I didn't think of that. And then like what you call it, like and then of course like you didn't see him throw off the pill, so he does die from the pills. And like what you call it, what's hilarious is like she's holding him, she's like trying to coddle him, she's like, oh my gosh, her heart is breaking, which I don't know if it's like everything about her has been like a performance. So I'm like, I don't know. Even her crying was like, I'm like, is that performance? Because she's like, and I'm like, is that like legitimate, like crying, or like performance crying, whatever the case may be. She's like about to kill herself, I think, and like what you got, like I'm like, oh, is she gonna do it? Is this how it's gonna end? Two like crazy, like is it the Romeo and Juliet where they both kill each other? Like these possessed people are gonna kill themselves because of like the bad decisions that were ultimately made. And then like what you got, she snaps out of it because like at that moment he dies, like his body seizes, so the wish is broken, and she snaps to reality. She sinks. She snaps back into reality, and then she's like horrified about everything that just happened. She just killed at least two people, and like what you call it, she's like holding the gun, holding the guy, throws him off, which was hilarious. And then he's dying on the floor, and somebody mentioned, like I saw it on post, so like he died the same way his cat died, which I thought was sad. The cat died, and I'm like, wow, fucking hell, man! This whole ending is like such like pieces of everything: horror, comedy, you know, psych outs, fake outs, loops, because she like tosses him, and like he dies the same way the cat dies. And what's also horrifying is that she has to deal with all of this. She has to deal with all these dead bodies, and like fucking trauma from her I think she hit herself with a brick. She hit herself with a brick. She hit herself with like a glass. She was about to kill herself. All the trauma that she lived through. She's gonna have to live with all that. And like somebody said, like she's probably going to go to jail. And like yeah, all these fucking things happen, and she stayed alive. The funniest or the most horrific thing is about like the ending is like she stayed alive till the end. I don't want to say it. Yeah, well, she stayed alive till the end. Man, okay, fuck it. It's at the end of the video. Block off the next 10 seconds, but so it's like the last two movies have been like the final, like Backrooms and Obsession, like the women like live till the end, but it's not the best ending. So but man, like I am still on a high from like Obsession. Like he did such a good job for like a horror movie that I wasn't really expecting. I didn't know what I was going. I woke up and I went to the movies, and I'm like I didn't know what to choose. So like I could have seen Backrooms. I could have seen Amazing Digital Circus because it's still in theaters. So go watch that. And other movies. I missed out on like I think it was last week where it was like Hokum and Passenger. I don't know if Passenger's still out, but Passenger, and like it was a bunch of horror movies, so it was a good week. And I love Boosters and a bunch of good movies. But anyways, I saw it and I'm like, wow, this is such a good movie. Like it really freaked me out. I love her. Like she did a great job. She did an amazing job. Like it was spooky. It was scary. Like like that. I went through Corey Barker's Curry Barker. Corey Barker's like YouTube stuff or like clips on TikTok because I didn't know who he was, and like he's really funny, and like all the characters that I saw in the movie are like in his skits, so that's pretty funny too. It's a really good movie. You should watch it, and yeah, like the whole fucked up. That's like I'm gonna still go through it. Somebody mentioned something about the tiger's eye and like her gem, and like also like he only thought about himself when he bought the Wish Well instead of buying her like a gift. It's a lot of like commentary and like topics that like and like identifications of this guy and like how terrible is it? And no, okay, we're back to one of the funny things, because like I was like he like left her in bed and he went to go visit this chick, and like I'm like that's bad decision, that's bad idea. He goes to see her, and like it turns out like they're the perfect pair, and I'm like, oh, it's supposed to be lovely, and then like the crash through the window happens, so that was hilarious. I'm like, yeah, you didn't get a happy ending.